What up, YouTube? It's your girl Dee Dee. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another reaction video for you guys. Now, in this particular video, this woman is talking about child support. So she's basically telling women to stop putting men on child support who actually support the child. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you like the content, share and like the video, and turn on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. All right, let's get into the video. Here we go.
Good morning. Do y'all know how lucky y'all bitches is for real? And shout out to y'all who pay child support and then still do for the child outside the child support. The ones that get the deduction out their check, the $1,500, the $750, the $350, whatever amount. And then when you get your kid on a weekend, you're spending another band on them, $1,500 on them. Shout out to y'all, because I know for a fact, if the roles were reversed, Lord Jesus help me, and women had to pay child support and then it was their weekend, they would have a fit. They would say, what the f I gotta pay for the child? The money from the child support should take it. Oh my God, am I lying, y'all? Am I lying? Do you know what type of rebuttal these would have? So this is why I'm here. Do you see how fucking lucky you is?
Listen, okay, so this, I didn't know that's where she was going with it. I thought it was something else. But so basically what she's saying is, listen, there are men who pay child support, whatever is coming out of their checks, and they still, you know, do extra for their children or their child. They still go and buy other things and give money for extra things because they don't mind doing it because it's their child. And she's saying if the roles were reversed, then the women will be complaining about doing the extras for the child because the child support is coming out of their checks. And I agree with her, because that's just, I'm telling you, that's how a lot of women think. Women, this is why I say, listen, women are, in more cases are the ones who are projecting their own feelings onto men. Pay attention to what they're doing, because women do it all the time. I always say this. Women want to paint all men out to be the most horrible beings ever, but it is actually a lot of these women who are the horrible ones. I say it all the time because it's true. A lot of these women would not do half of the things that they expect men to do. This is why they think men who do the most are really lame, and they call them simps behind their back, because they know they wouldn't do any of it. They would not do it. So she has a point, because a lot of oh, well, you know, you pay child support, so what? Why? So if you pay child support, what that mean? I've seen countless videos of women who say, oh, you pay child support, but still, if your kid needs some shoes, you should get the shoes. But that's why child support is coming out of his check. He's supposed to do his part. If y'all are not together, the child support is the funds that comes out of his income to go towards his child, and you're supposed to handle your part. But they don't want to handle their part. They want you to handle your part and her part. And they're going to complain if you don't. But if they were the ones paying the child support, like she said, oh my God, they will pay that child support no matter what the amount is, and they won't want to give another dime. You could get the child support if you had the child, and you would be like, but see, the men ain't gonna even complain. They'll take the child support and actually use it on the child. That's the thing. Y'all won't be the problem. Y'all will actually, most men will actually take the money and use it on the child. And it would be they would be asking for extra because they'll handle it. But women, Lord, if you were to say, oh my God, you pay $250 in child support, but Lil Marlon needs some more shoes. Can you just get him some shoes till, you know, and then men I'm like, well, can you get him some shoes until next week till I get paid, and I'll just get him some more and he'll have double. Why I gotta pay child? Why I gotta buy him some shoes? If I already paid your child support, I'm not doing that. And they're gonna tell you what they not gonna do, and they not gonna do it. They don't care about if the child needed or not. That child, he would have to go out of his way to get the shoes for the child if the child really needed it until, you know, payday or whatever, because she ain't gonna do it. A lot of these women will not do the very things that they're expecting y'all to do. They won't. So I know what she's saying is the truth. This is why I say men are more loyal than women. Men will do things better than a lot of women. Men would be open to doing things that women would never be open to do. And they don't care if it makes sense. They don't care if it's right. They don't give a damn. If they don't want to do it, they're not doing it. They don't care. If it's for the child, they don't care, because they believe what they believe, and they're going to go with the flow, like, and they want you to do it as well. But that's why I say, listen, in a sense, as much as I'm for relationships and people building and growing together, I think it's necessary for men to realize the nature of women. I think it's necessary for women to it was necessary for men to see how women move and how they think, because a lot of men still, and there are still men who are in denial. You will have a woman that cheat on you, break your heart, do the most to you, and you still think that she's, she got some type of moralities, or she's still gonna do right by you. You still trust women, and I'm not saying you should distrust all women, but you have to really vet these women to make sure they're the type of woman that can be trusted. And it's not just men. I'm not saying you shouldn't, because you should vet men too. But I'm saying we've always known that you should vet men, and that some of these men are crazy. But you never thought about some of these women are crazy too. Like, y'all, that's how a lot of these men get got, because y'all really think these women are more savage than y'all. These women are really more psychopaths than you can ever believe, and they'll do some crazy and have your head spinning, and then you just like, what the hell happened? You don't know what happened. That's why I said a lot of men are more loyal than women, because women want their way, and if they don't get it, they turn crazy. They can say they care about you and love you and do all this stuff. The minute they don't get their way, they go bat crazy on you. I'm just saying. And then you like, well, damn, it didn't cause for that. Men are more logical. Men are more understanding in many cases. It's the women who lose it, and they lose it completely, and then they don't care what happened. That's why you hear, I'm about to spaz out on you. I'm going to spaz out. If she spaz out, she don't give a damn who gets hurt in the process or what happens. That's a real thing. This is why I say men have to be cautious. You can't go around thinking that all women are just these pure, innocent creatures, because they're not, and they know they're not. But the narrative is pushed that, it's the men that are crazy and you should be afraid of them. They know even women know that's not the truth. There's so many women. That's why, when I can go deeper of how these women take advantage of men, and then will, talk to them crazy, slap them in the head and do all that, and these men won't do it because they know they're not going to do anything. Every man is not out here abusing women and crazy like that. It's a lot of women that's doing it, and it's going under the radar. It's just the truth. And it's the nature of a lot of women, and it just goes unchecked. That's why I say, everything that glitters isn't gold, and you got to be careful out here when you're dating. Don't just assume that all these women got it mentally there, because a lot of them don't, and they'll show you real quick what it is. And you got to be careful out here. You can't play around. This is why you got the lesbians and the studs and everybody saying these women are crazy, and you got to watch out for them, because they'll show you what it really is if you rub them the wrong way. And so you just got to be careful. Every woman isn't like that, but you just got to vet them, and you got to know them, how far off they are. If it's a little bit, or is it way here? Where are they at on the spectrum? Because you don't want them way off the spectrum, because then now you're dealing with something that you really don't want to have to deal with. Nobody wants to deal with, because they really be bat crazy, and then you find yourself in a horrible situation, wishing you had never entertained that, and wishing you wasn't delusional and thinking that, it could never get to that place, or have you in a situation where you have to defend yourself, and then you going to jail as the man. So I just say be careful and understand that, a lot of these women aren't what you think they are. You have to be cautious out here. You have to really pay attention to what they say, what they do, how they move, because they'll have you in a real trick bag. I definitely agree with what she's saying, because it's the truth. And that's why I say projection is a thing. The things that they are asking you to do, they would never do it. That's what I'm saying. And what they expect from you is things that you could never expect from them. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.